Friends in Thailand, hello everyone. My name is Andrew Dyson, the design director at GWM, based in our headquarters, Baoding, China. The design is an important aspect of the car, but we have a huge team behind us, and we have a huge supporting staff as well, creating all of the future GWM products across the brands. However, I have to say, I have a particular favorite, and that's the ORA 5. Now you might think, where's this guy from? Well, I'm British, and I'm lucky to have fulfilled my childhood dream of becoming a car designer. Following that, my first job was actually in the UK, and then I moved shortly afterwards to Germany, where I've spent most of my working life, and in between a short spell of 8 years in the United States of America. Since 2022, I have been in China at GWM. This has been an amazing experience professionally, but particularly from the cultural perspective. Let me take you into the world of ORA 5 with a short video to introduce the design concept. Design is like nature. It should be pure and timeless. ORA 5 was born from this belief. It takes its form from nature. It belongs to the city. Its lines flow like drifting clouds. Its lights like dawn breaking the horizon. In its presence, you feel the fortune of the wind. And the whispers of the stars. Light and time move in harmony. This is more than a car. It is nature and city in dialogue, a response to the future. ORA 5, born from nature, but made for the city. So we can also define this as our design DNA. When we first started the ORA 5, we really, together with the designers, made a lot of creative sketches, thinking about what is all this. And I felt it was important to go back to fundamentals, understand the brand and what it is all about. It became apparent that rounded shapes and the simple, clean look can be compared to nature. I actually had a dream of water flowing in a stream over rocks and how they form naturally over thousands of years into beautiful rounded shapes. Other natural elements like the sand in a desert dune. When air blows over that sand, it actually creates beautiful rounded shapes. It's never something straight. So this design by nature became our design brand thinking. Many vehicles out there on the streets today tend to look complex. Lots of lines, enlarged screens inside the interior, use of aggressive colors to stimulate the eyes. We seem to forget a car is first a human place, and what people ultimately desire is that quiet feeling. Rather like in Thailand, for example, lying on a beach, on a bamboo mat, relaxing in the summer. I asked myself, if a car were not meant to make you faster, but to help you enjoy relaxation. What would it look like? That question led us back to something very instinctive. A return to a more original and comfortable state of being. The design philosophy of GWM ORA 5 begins exactly here. We can say, born from nature, made for the journey. We hope to bring the strength of nature back into urban life, helping people rediscover their authentic selves. Let's take a look at the exterior, the side view. Look at the car. What do you see first in the side view profile? Curves. No unnecessary lines, no aggressive edges. And the fenders, you can see on this car here, rear fender, front fender, and the body side. It actually has this muscular, what we call a shoulder on the car, like a shoulder on a person, gives it ultimate strength. And how they're connected. It's a beautiful transition. Traditionally, expensive cars become more complex, and sporty cars become sharper. Complexity and aggression often stand for design presence. GWM ORA 5 chooses to break that pattern. There is a sense that this is designed for you. You feel that it accepts you. Let's look at the front of the car. Many vehicles today have a front that often serve to intimidate: large grills or no grills at all, sharp lamps, an aggressive presence. We wanted to make the front to have no harsh lines, no aggressive tension. It should be like a calm face, looking at you quietly, confidently, without the need to speak. When you step closer, you begin to notice the transitions between the surfaces. Yeah? The way it goes from the hood smoothly into the raised fenders. This is not to impress you instantly, but so that one evening you might pass by and see the light reflecting over the car and see the surfaces and suddenly realize light can flow like that. True luxury often requires time to be rediscovered. Now, the exterior lamps, right, at the front, its inspiration actually came from a fleeting moment. A water droplet resting on the edge of a leaf. Can you imagine that? Yeah. And it's about to fall, and it creates a beautiful shape. So that is what we tried to emulate here on the exterior. That sort of natural shape of a droplet. Never intrusive. The inner part of the headlamp is technical and precise and purposeful. It's got flagship-grade LED modules, D60 high-performance lenses, and it delivers clear, high-beam visibility up to 170 meters. Now let's move on to the rear of the car. This is probably one of the most distinctive views of the car when you see out on the road. Why? Because it is so simple. It stands out from so many of those other cars with complex lamps and sharp lines. The lamps continue the DNA from the previous Good Cat. They are integrated beautifully behind the rear window in the glass. The LEDs light up as a horizontal strip that have the potential to be animated with optics. This was also originally inspired, like on the video, by the first dawn of light as it rises to the horizon. To maintain this pure rear shape, we also carefully integrated the rear wiper under the spoiler. So that's a new feature compared with the Good Cat. This is how natural aesthetics express itself on the exterior, by subtracting in order to truly add. Now, I'd like to talk about colors. It's a subjective thing about colors, yeah? What people like, what they do like, don't like. We ask the question, which colors allow the mind to become calm? In a way, our designers are translators of nature, capturing fleeting natural moments and fix them into the body of the car. For the Thai market, we present 6 colors. Allow me to introduce 3 of them more closely. Mountain Grey, it's actually one of my favorites, this one. To capture its character, we looked more into the detail of minerals and where they came from all over the world, and finally selected a pearl micra sourced from 150 meters under the ground. After high precision purification, it achieves a refined pearlescent effect on the surface. Interestingly, after durability tests, the car was covered in dust. The finish maintained this quiet glow. The other color which is interesting, you'll see in a moment, is the emerald green. It is inspired by the mineral green pigments found in Duhuan. That's in China. It's an area that really has ancient history, and it has some amazing murals carved into the walls. And this color is really, it's an intensive dark green. So it goes back to Chinese history. With targeted directional spraying technology, the pearlescent effect particles are precisely aligned, revealing a layered light effect. So from every angle, it just looks amazing. Now, ivory white, it's almost like inspired. In Thailand, the life has its own rhythm, unhurried, and it's warm. The ivory white, as you see over here, it carries a gentle warmth. In addition, we have developed other tailored colors for different markets. For us, color is not decoration, it is an expression of emotion. So, the interior of the car, similar to the exterior, the interior thinking remains the same concept, designed by nature. The moment you open the door and step inside, you automatically have a sense of calmness. The instrument panel in front of you is simple, with very rounded end elements, the center display larger than before, with a new intuitive interface and improved voice recognition. We also chose to keep some essential switches, those that you need instantly without having to go through an extra menu. We kept those just under the screen, and they're almost like a piano key. So you get to experience those later on, and they've got a beautiful touch feeling to them. Now, the interior philosophy of the Aura 5 is inspired by Eastern concept of leaving space. And what we mean by that is giving extra space. So we did that actually physically by giving the interior of the car 3 centimeters more headroom. That's quite a lot in the car industry, actually. Through restraint and clarity, we create a space that feels open and breathable and emotionally calm. The materials are of the highest standard, with well-integrated fabrics on the instrument panel and on the doors. In addition, we have beautiful ambient lighting echoed in those areas. Now, the ambient lighting was also tested extensively, not to make it brighter, but softer, soothing. The most comfortable light is barely noticeable. It's warm and never harsh. Seats, super important. We spent over 2 years developing them, not to add complexity, but to understand the human body. Its surfaces are shaped like a gentle carved hand, supporting the waist, the back, and the shoulders. The seats also passed 61 rigorous tests, covering support, ergonomics, vibration, and absorption, and posture stability. They received the highest A-level Comfort Star certificate from China's authoritative automotive body. The cushion area uses active airflow, and the backrest draws air inward, creating circulation. And we also have 3 ventilation levels that can be controlled via the screen or voice. So this is super important for Thailand. You know, you're getting a nice, cool seat. Look at the center console. It's so simple, and with well-integrated soft armrest, perfectly positioned cup holders, and also straight away at your fingertips, inductive charging. Underneath is also a huge space for handbags or other large objects. The interior colors. For Thailand, we offer 2 interior themes, a dark gray and a brown beige. Every detail in the cabin is carefully designed. The circular trim with dark gold accents looks elegant and refined. The speaker cover has crystal-like hexagon-shaped texture. We also have quite a large sunroof, 1.65 square meters of panoramic transparent roof, but it actually blocks 99% of UV rays. There are also 33 additional storage spaces throughout the cabin, including a hidden umbrella compartment, dedicated phone slots, and even a small compartment for lipstick or keys or small items. Everything has its place. Now, we also received an award in December last year. GWM ORA 5 received the London Design Award, Car Vehicle Product Design of the Year, for its philosophy of natural aesthetics. I'm particularly proud about this, and the jury described it as complete and uncompromising, a benchmark for the car industry. So it's great to hear, because I actually studied in London myself. So to conclude, today this car stands here. It does not urge you to accelerate. It lets you calm down, to breathe deeply, and to return to a more authentic rhythm of life. We believe true design is not accumulation, but restraint, not noise, but clarity, not about arriving faster, but about experiencing the journey more fully and enjoying it. May natural aesthetics become a place of rest in your spirit. May GWM ORA 5 accompany you in rediscovering your truest self. Thank you very much. And we've got another surprise for you coming up next. Thank you.
GWM, go with more.